time, welcome back. If you are a subscriber or somebody who joins the live, I am live again. So if you happen to come live, just say hi. And if you like, tell us where you are joining from. I am excited again to do another live on the sense of getting rich. I like that book. I have said Wallace Wattles is one of my favorite authors. And today I want to talk on the book. So I will wait for 2 minutes and then I will start everything. I will leave this video saved. So if you join later, you can always go on the live section and see the replays. There are a lot of replays now because I have been doing the lives consistently almost every day or every other day. So if you join, say hi. Yeah, so I'll wait for a few seconds and then I will start on the 2nd minute mark. Yeah, so okay, I will start. So hi everyone, again I say hello, welcome. For those who are joining for the first time, welcome. And for those who are not joining for the first time, also welcome, feel at home. I'm glad that you are here. I'm glad that you joined. Let me know how my audio is, how my visual is, how my lighting is. Today I'm doing the live a little bit late, but it is well. So as I have said, I am continuing with the topic, with the book, The Sense of Getting Rich. If you have not come across the book, hi Julian, thank you for joining. And those who are joining, this is the book, The Sense of Getting Rich. It is by Wallace Wattles. He have written many books, I believe like a few, more than 5, I believe. But this is one of the books that people know him with. He have written books on the sense, I think, of getting rich, the sense of being great, and another kind of science. So I am continuing on this book, and I don't know if I have a photo of Wallace Wattles. This is the man. Yeah, Wallace Wattles. The book was written in 1910. So I just want to ground myself and come back. Yeah. So the reason that I use this book and why this book is so important to me, it is not only that this book talks about the science, the practical way, it also talks on oneness. If you don't know what is oneness or what is unity consciousness, it is the truth or the teachings that teach or that remind us that we are all one. It is the teachings that teach or that remind us that we are all coming from one source. Those are the teachings of oneness. And when you start to do your spiritual work, or when you are in a spiritual journey, when you are in a spiritual ascension, you will realize, or you will come to the knowing that you are one with everything. In fact, you will start to know that you don't be shocked that you are God, not in a proud way, but you have always been there from the beginning and you are part of everything. You will start to understand that you are in everything. Whether it is a tree, you will know that there is a portion of you that is there. There is a portion of you that is in an animal. There is a portion of you that is in me, that is in another. So we are all one. So you see different portions of you or different parts of you in everything. Others you judge, others you like. So that is it on that. So Wallace Wattles comes from the teachings of oneness. And when he is talking about you becoming rich, he is talking about you coming into your riches from he's talking of you coming to your riches from a place of oneness, from a place of your God self. Because you can come to riches from competition. Competition is like when people like underpay others, and for them they keep the money, so they are becoming rich. When you steal, when you do something that is not good to get money, because you are in a mindset, or because that person is in a mindset that money, there is not enough money or there is not enough wealth. So it is from a lack mindset. And that is when I'm using the map of consciousness from Hawkins, which I use. It is a very, very low vibration. It is lack. It is survival. And that is not the way we are originally created to create wealth. We were created, in fact, to create wealth, not to steal, not to compete. And when you start to come to the understanding that we are all one and that you have the God part in you, you will start to understand that you can create wealth. You don't have to steal, you don't have to gamble, you don't have to feel insecure or to feel threatened by somebody that they will take what is yours, because you can always create from the substance. That is what Wallace Watto generally teaches. And what he says, if you are creating your wealth from his method, which he says it is a sense of getting rich, and that is a formula of creating wealth, the God formula of creating wealth, you have to be reading this book every day for some time. You have to read this book. And you could ask yourself, why is he saying that you have to read this book every day until like you grasp it, until that you get what you want? You have to read this book every day. That is what he says. You have to read this book every day until whatever that you have imagined comes to you. It is because of the concept of repetition. The way that your subconscious mind will get something, it is through imagery, emotions, and repetition. You have to repeat something over and over so that your subconscious mind get it. Even in school, you are not like just taught something once. It is taught over and over. In fact, for many years, then you get it, That is the same way. That is a concept of like repetition. And it is proven when something is said over and over, it sticks, like your subconscious mind take it as truth. Even when you are creating new beliefs, you have to repeat them over and over. You have to repeat that over and over and use imagery and use like imagination and use also emotion. Like if you put a feeling to what you are imagining, it will stick more and easily on your subconscious mind. And I believe that is the reason that Wallace Wattles says that you have to read the book every day if you want this method to work. So even when it is like the concept of repetition, he is not saying that because like he want you to read his book. He is saying that because he knows that there is power in repetition. That's why the Bible will say that faith comes by hearing and hearing, like you hear and hear and hear. Then it sticks, then it makes faith. That is how faith is built. So the moment you start reading this book every day, every day, every day, you are creating a new belief system in you. You are starting to believe that the words of this book, which are true. Because at first you will not believe that there is a science that can make you rich, that you can use and you will be rich. But when you read it every day, every day, every day, or you listen to the audio every day, you are going to start believing. You are going to create a belief system in you. And that is how these teachings are going to work for you, because you'll start applying it. Even not knowing, you'll start applying it. So whatever you hear over and over, that is what I wanted to remind you. Whatever you hear over and over, that will soon become your belief system. That will be what you believe, whatever you hear over and over. So check what you are hearing. Check the people that you are listening. Check the voices that you are listening, because that will create your belief system. So if you want this book to work for you, Wallace Wattles, you have to repeat it over and over. Listen, don't just read once. Don't just read once. Read it every day. Every day. And it is going to shift your life. In fact, when I am in my program, this is what I use like to ground, like when you feel yourself like you are lost a little bit, maybe you have been listening maybe to the teaching, the videos or something else you have been listening, and then one day you are feeling off, you're feeling down, listen to this book. If you listen to this book, because this book is based on the teachings of oneness, it will ground you, like you will come back to your baseline again. Just check a day where like you are feeling lost, you don't know, you're feeling discouraged, and listen to this book or read this book. You will come to the baseline, because this man, when he wrote this book, he was not writing from a mental state. He knew something deep. These teachings are truth, like these are downloads. These are true teachings. There is a science that you can get rich. There is a science that you can get wealthy. And he have said it. You have to read this book yourself. You have to read this book yourself. But what I wanted to say, it is the principle that he don't say it directly, but he says from the start of the book, make sure that you are reading this book every day. If you want his ways to work, if you want this formula to work, is it magic? Is it magic that when that comes by reading this book? It is not magic that comes. It is the principle of repetition. It is the principle of repetition which usually applies when you hear something over and over, your subconscious mind, and that is how you reprogram your beliefs. That is how you reprogram your subconscious mind. When you hear something over and over, when you keep speaking something over and over, it becomes your belief system. It does not matter if that something is bad or good, your subconscious mind do not choose. It takes whatever you tell it over and over, it registered it as the truth, as your truth. So for example, if you are telling yourself that you are not a good person, or even as a child, you kept hearing that you are not a good child, that is a belief system you have adopted. Even when you are a grown-up, you are not feeling good. You are feeling that you are a bad person subconsciously. Those are subconscious beliefs. And that is what I say when you are doing inner work, those things you start to confront, especially when, like now, we are using your attachment style. We can see your belief system, we can see your limiting belief, and we can reprogram that also through repetition. It is also through repetition. So I'm just trying to tell you that there is power in repetition. If you hear something once, it don't have an impact unless it is a trauma, unless it is like something that came with a lot of emotion, you know. Like for example, if you had a bad accident, there was a lot of emotion. Even if it happened once, that thing, because of the depth of the emotion, so it can be kept in your subconscious mind, you know, because of the emotion and because of the, so it don't need to be repeated, it will be kept. But for other things which are not like traumatic, you will need to repeat. And you also need to have an imagery of that thing if you can, and you also have to put some emotion. And when you do that, your subconscious mind is getting that, and it will keep that as your belief system. As he have said, for example, if you want a certain kind, let's say, of a house, have that in your mind. Imagine it over and over. See yourself in that house. That is emotion. You are putting emotion. And that is how you are going to call that thing from the spirit, from that spiritual substance to your physical. That is how you create. So he is just talking principles which are now very, very well known. But in this, the language that he uses, it is what confuses many people. But it is the same things that are talked over and over about reprogramming your subconscious mind. And I have said, if you want to come to a higher version of you, or if you want to have a better life than you have even right now, if you want like to have a different identity, because you can have a different identity, you don't have to be the same person. If you don't like it, you can reinvent yourself. If you want to reinvent yourself, you will have to reprogram your subconscious mind, and it is through repetition. You need to use repetition. So what the message I wanted to bring to you today, it is using this book as an example. This book you are told to read every day if you want it to work for you. For sometimes you have to read it every day. And he have said you read it every day until whatever you have imagined, you see it in your physical reality. That is when you stop like reading it. But as long as it have not happened, don't be tired of reading it. Read it, read it. Listen to it, listen to the audio. It is like 2 hours listening to the audio. And then why is it important? Because that will become your belief system. Whatever he says, it will become your belief system. And when it becomes your belief system, you start doing what you believe. Are you getting me? You will start doing and acting what you believe. Are you getting me? You will start doing and acting what you believe. And how do you believe that? How do you create that belief? By repetition. So it may look boring. Don't worry. At first you might not believe it. He did not tell you to believe it. He just tell you to repeat it. He just told you to repeat it. And if you don't believe that repetition works, just stay in front of a child every day and use like cursing words every day. for 2 weeks and tell me if that child will not start using the same language, because you have input something in that child through repetition. So that's what I am saying. So use repetition. Read this book every day, and if there is a belief system that you are creating, be 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 repeating that belief system as much as you can, several times. I have said robotic affirmation, for example, it is one way of repetition. Is there somebody with a question? Because before I close, is there somebody with a question? Indian ministers are lacking. Oh yeah, that is sad. That is sad, yeah. But okay, I read your MJ Benjamin, whatever you are saying. Um, yeah, it is sad that some people will do that, but I believe when it is such a thing, either you keep a positive belief system that because I will, if it was me, I will not concentrate myself on that negative information. I will keep my mind on the many doctors who are graduating. I will not, in fact, even think of rich friends. Because when you start to say of rich friends, like there are these people and there are these rich friends who are doing this, you have excluded yourself from rich people. And when you have excluded yourself from rich people, you cannot be rich, because your belief system is against rich. So whatever you are seeing in rich and you are not liking, it is your belief system. So for me, for example, this thought system will not work with me, because I cannot exclude myself with the rich people, because that will be saying that I am not rich. Are you getting me? So you have to, like the way now you are writing or you are thinking or you are talking, your conversation, you can see where you are on your mindset, or on riches and wealth. Because when you are seeing like there are some rich doctors, rich friends, you are like seeing that as outside of you, so you are not part of it. So when people who see like rich people are here and I am here, they have excluded themselves from riches, and it will be hard for riches to come to them. So number one, even Wallace Wattles says it, if you want to attract riches, you have like to stop talking that kind of a language. Number one, you have to stop talking that kind of a language. And number two, you have to stop like concentrating on poor people and how the world is like going down and how like the people are poor. Don't be part of the poor conversation, and don't be part of the people who are pointing rich people, you know. If you are the one who is pointing rich people, it means that you are not part of it. So your mindset, that in that mindset, riches will not come to you. So if you are the one who is going like in the supermarkets and in the shops, and you are looking like for prices and complaining, you cannot be part of the people who are like enjoying wealth, because those kind of people, they are not looking how what are the prices, you know, how things are costing, because they know that they can create money. So money is not a problem. So for the people who are money is a problem, who have the poverty and lack mindset, it is where like they will see like things are really getting expensive, life is getting expensive, shopping is too expensive. Yeah, we have all been there, but now when you are coming to the mindset of wealth and you are coming to your divine riches, it does not matter whatever cost, because you can always create money. Are you getting me? So Benjamin, MJ, so I could tell you probably to stop pointing fingers at the rich people, because when you start pointing fingers at rich people, you exclude yourself from wealth and riches. So you can only be on the other side, you cannot be part of them. So is there somebody else with a question before I close? Before I close, that is what I was talking about, the sense of getting rich. And this is Wallace Wattles. So to end this call or this conversation, read the book, The Sense of Getting Rich. You can get an audio. It is like 2 hours. You can get one in YouTube. I think the channel is called the Master Key Society. Just type The Sense of Getting Rich. They have many audios and you can listen to this book. Listen to this book every day if you can, or listen and then continue the next day, and it will change your mindset. It will change your life. So we see you in the next videos, next lives. I'm happy that you joined, and for those who liked, thank you for liking, because it shows me that you like these teachings. And I wish you a good night or a beautiful day if you're in the daytime. So see you in the next videos and continue expanding. And just to remind you, I have a group where you can join if you want to do your inner work, if you want to expand, if you want to grow spiritually, if you want to work on your core wounds, your attachment styles, if you just want to expand, that is a group that will help you. And so and I am telling you what I have done and what I continue doing, because the spiritual journey, I think it has no end. So see you in the next videos, and bye.